So thank you guys for jumping on here. I know it's the middle of the day for all of us, but I thought if we could knock this out before it got later and all these football games got going. I know my team totally, or my family totally is having people over and we're watching games. So I wanted to come to you guys because it's the beginning of a new year. We're going to do some things structurally that are a little bit different and just talk to you about a couple of things. And sorry I'm late also because Dustin, I was like, I have to be on my team Zoom, and I know he gets super fired up, which is super motivational to me. So I want to first just tell you guys and girls, Happy New Year. I am so excited to start this journey going forward with you. I have been so blessed by what this business has done for my family in 4 short months. I can't imagine what 2018 is going to look like. I have so many big plans for you guys. If you are coming next month, I can't wait to see you. I have so many great things planned. I'm just super excited. I'm excited to see some of you in Vegas that have worked your tails off to earn that. That's super exciting for me as well. And it's rewarding as a leader, not when you get to go somewhere, but whenever your people get to go too. It makes it just that much sweeter. Couple of things, housekeeping. What we're going to do is the LB Crew chat is full. The Hope Brokers chat is full. What we are doing is we are going to take apart the Hope Brokers chat. We are not using it anymore. We are going to use, I am working very, very, very hard on layered leadership within this team, because without layered leadership, I'm not able to duplicate myself, and then you're not able to duplicate yourself as a leader. So these are the 3 chats that we are going to have. We're going to have Stephanie's team chat. So anyone from Stephanie Anderson, and I know a lot of you don't understand because we don't have charts, and this is just structurally what makes sense. Anyone from Stephanie Anderson down is going to be in a chat. I'll still be in there with you. Anyone from Katia down in a chat, I'll still be in there with you. Anyone from Ashley Russell down in a chat, I'll still be in there with you. If you don't know where you belong, don't worry, you will be somewhere. This is going to help several different things. We don't have room in Hope Brokers, and I don't want us to have room in Hope Brokers. I don't. I want us to be busting at the seams, because that means our businesses are growing, okay? So it's not about dividing, because, you know, I always tell you, oh my God, keep your logs all on the same fire. And I believe that, but it's like, it's logistically impossible. So that's the best thing I could come up with, is for us to break the chat down. I am going to have a leadership chat for me and my leaders. If you're not in that, it's not because you're not a leader. It's because I am working on layered leadership, and I'm working on giving information to people that then can go and efficiently give it to their team. It's what makes sense. So just know that, be looking for that. When you go to do post love too, you're going to post it in there now. You can just focus on loving on those people. I think a lot of new people get overwhelmed with whenever they get post love, they need to go and love on 20 different people's things. That's not where they need to be living in their first 14 days. And we don't want to create that culture. So just know that Team Hope Brokers, we're going to take that apart, and we are going to, make it to where you can add your new people, and we're not having to wait for someone to see, are they working? I don't want to hurt their feelings. I mean, you know how all that is. So if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. What I am going to tell you is a little bit about where my mind has been and what I've been thinking. So last month, our goal was to go 200K. We did it. I'm not mad. I'm a little disappointed because it's super hard for me personally to watch another team shout off promotion after promotion after promotion. But here's the deal. I'm proud of those people, and we can't live in a world where we look left and right with jealousy. We have to have a joyful heart. And so that's super important to your spirit, your mind, and your business. But what I also know to be true is that our team has had those months, okay? And what I also know to be true is that our team did freaking $7,000 in volume yesterday. I don't know what happened, but it was like jumper cables. And it was like seeing some lives come back to life. And I don't mean that in a rude way, y'all. In October, I enrolled 50-something people. I was number 14 in the company. I just checked my PPA for the last 30 days, and it's 10. Okay? here's the deal. I'm not here to tell you what's good and what's not. I'm here to tell you what I know I'm capable of and what I know I did last month, okay? So all I'm asking is that you take a look at your productivity. I'll never judge myself based upon a number I put in the computer, but I'm also not going to beat myself up because I wasn't working with the intensity in the right areas that I needed to. And I'm okay saying that as a leader. So then I go and look at, okay, where can I improve? What can I do? And one of the things is, as our team gets so big, is we cannot go into management mode. If you're brand new, you can't go into I don't know what to do mode. I see it over and over and over that girls are knowledge on ice. You have got to tell yourself right now you're going to be ignorant on fire. I have seen one of my friends, one of my teammates, come alive in a way that I didn't even realize. Not that she was asleep, but just what she's been doing and her spirit. And I'm just like, man, and I'm going to call you out, Leanne, like what you've done in the past few days. Like, I'm so stinking proud of you. And it's not because she was sleeping or hibernating. It's just to watch somebody like maybe let a fear creep in. And I don't even know. We haven't even had this conversation. But for me personally, I know that's usually what it is. And then to watch them be like, BS, get out of my way. And then they just start going. It's like, damn, right? So I don't care if you're new or you've been with me from day one. You're worthy. We are a 200K team. You need to decide right now what you're going to be at the end of this month, because I'm going to tell you, I took, and I don't mean top people as in favorite, so please hear me when I say that. When I'm talking business, I never mean that, because I want every single last one of you to be at the top. When I talk top people, I talk about like who rank wise is already there, right? It has nothing to do with who I like or who I'm going to get there at all. It has to do with who's going, like I know if Steph's going 80, I know she's taking people to 40 and to 12 and to 4, right? So of course I'm looking at Steph's number. When I sit there and wrote out the top 10, like position wise, I guess you will, and who they're taking with them where, I'm like, holy shit, we're more than a 200K team. There's no reason why we're not. But what that means and what that's going to take is us to go all in. That's going to take us to go all in every single day. I don't know what that looks like for you. I don't know what your goal is. I know what some of your goals are. I'm not going to tell you, well, guess what, Leanne, you're here on my chart, so this needs to be your goal. That's not how I do goals. What I do is I look at your numbers and I say, okay, if you were 25,000 in volume this month, why would it not make sense for your next goal to be 40K? If you were sitting at $3,000 this month and you only were in for a week, let's think about that. 4 weeks, 4 times 3. Well, I'm not going to tell you your goal's 4K because it's your next goal. I'm going to tell you your goal's 12K. I'm a very numbers driven person and I lead like that. I have a hard time leaving my heart out of things, but I try to and look just at numbers whenever it comes to setting goals, right? Because, hey, Erin, my goals are always, I want everyone at the top, right? But I have to help you set realistic goals. So I want you to decide right now, where are you? At the end of this year, I know I want $1 million a month team, period, because I know that means I am going to have, 5 200Ks? Hell yeah, that's so many lives changed. But what I know to be true is that I am 200K at the end of this month. What I know to be true then is that I have girls that are going to be shooting for 40K and 80K. So what I need you to do is I need you to decide where you're going at the end of this month. If you just joined, don't make your goal to be 200K this month. That is not me being my girls like to tell me I'm a killjoy sometimes as a mom. That's not me being a killjoy. That's me being a freaking coach and realistic, right? It takes time, because if you get there super fast with a shaky foundation, it'll crumble. So I want you to really think about what did you do last month? And what growth can you see in yourself? Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, our team grew by $10 last month. I don't give a shit. It was growth. I'm not proud that we only grew by $10. That is not where I thought we would be, but we had growth in December. I also know that I doubled my rank from October to November. So I know anything is possible. What I want to ask you is, where do you want to be at the end of this month? And are you willing to go all in? Are you willing to give it 110% and make no excuses to get there? I have also seen another girl on this team tell me that she's going to make shit happen, and she's gone and made it happen. A lot of you have, but I just think in particular to this one girl that's like, I'm going to make this happen. And I'm sitting there looking at her because, I'm not in your brain. I don't know who you're talking to. I don't want to. I can't. But Tracy is a perfect example of somebody that could be $1,000 away from a goal, and it could be 7 p.m. and she's like, it's going to get done. She's got a plan, and it gets done every single time. Is it scary? I'm sure. Does she believe? Probably about 90%. There's probably still fear there, but she makes it happen. And that is how you have to look in the mirror and tell yourself right now, today, where do you want to be on the last day of January? Because wherever you are on the last day of January, it's going to grow in February, March, April. And guess what the beautiful thing is? Other people under you's lives are going to be changed. So as your leader, as your friend, decide right now where do you want to be at the end of this month? And then I want you to stop and think about, what is it going to take to get there? I know for me, it is going to take putting my head down, and it is going to take me working on enrollments, period. Sorry, I'm like, have allergies so bad. It's going to take me doing the things that grow my check. I want to ask you as a leader, are you doing the things that are going to grow your check? Are you in management mode? Because truth be told, yes, put me in a 3-way chat when you don't know the answer. But by God, if you want to be a leader on this team, you better be paying attention to what I'm answering, and you better be duplicating it, period. Okay? You know how to answer things. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop trying to go and reinvent the wheel to hit your next level. How did you get where you are? By enrolling people, by putting people in the computer. You just have to continue doing that. So I'm going to ask you, what are you doing? Where are you going? And you have to know the answer to that question. Y'all, I've already seen what this business can do whenever you make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. And I want you to stop telling yourself, that's so great for you. That's not what I'm looking for when I tell you that. I don't need a pat on the back. What I'm looking for is for you to look in the mirror and tell your own damn self you can do it. Not good job. I don't want you to tell me good job. I don't want you to say, well, great for her, great for my leader. No, that's me telling you I'm no different. I haven't even put deodorant on today. I'm a hot mess. My grays are coming out of my head like crazy. I am no different. My work and my self-belief is. I didn't always believe in myself. I still am not always confident enough to go and own a room. But guess what? I don't have to, right? I have to do what I know works in this business. And I'm just going to tell you, girls, I believe that no matter who you are, no matter what your market is, no matter if you're shy, no matter if you're a belly-to-belly person, no matter if you're good at Instagram or Facebook, I don't care. Whatever you are, you can go to the top of this company. It is all about believing in yourself. And I mean that. Like, I put my kids' lives on that, okay? I didn't always believe that before. I'd be like, oh, sure, you can be an ambassador. And don't get me wrong, I still have fear. It still scares me, but I believe it. I know it's possible. If Dustin can find 2 crazy girls like Courtney and Em that don't take no for an answer, that then can find people like Steph, Leanne, Tracy, Katie, all these people, and run to 200K, why not us? Why not you? Why not you and your team? And so what excites me is knowing that all of you are going with me because you're choosing to lock arms. And what excites me even more is, who do we not even know yet that we're about to add to this crazy team? That to me is exciting. So I just want you to think about, where are your efforts? Are your efforts spent making notes, over analyzing, begging people to join, getting people off the fence that then return their kit? Or are your efforts spent looking for people of quality, Dustin and I had the same conversation this morning. he was like, well, who are you talking to? He's like, you need to be talking to people like from this industry that get this, not talking people into this industry, like for right now, for this season. And I'm like, you're so right. And I'm like, well, what do you think? And he's like, well, where are you spending your time? You're going to train your team to 200K? He's like, no, you've got to go and build some relationships and find those quality people that already get this industry, that maybe are like the LuLaRoe girl that are doing 2 now, but people that have this common language. I'm not spending my days talking people into believing that this is not a pyramid scheme. I am not spending my days talking people into posting. I need to spend my time and my efforts with people that get this, that aren't questioning if this is real, that aren't questioning how we get paid, and that are taking their floaties off and they're jumping in the deep end with me, because that is what we deserve. The freedom that I experience now, I know one person that I've talked to a lot about it is Leanne, and thinking about like that financial freedom and thinking about just being able to, my kids go back to school next week. What the hell? Like, I am going to be able to talk to people, go to lunch, and my bills are still getting paid. And it's so flippin' amazing. And we all deserve that. We all deserve a life like that. And Steph and I had a very good conversation. I don't think she'll mind me sharing, but she's like, my checks aren't where, I want them to be. And I said, mine wasn't last week either. And I said, but I want you to think about the whole month. And she said, okay. And then she's like, well, what, part-time job? And I said, bullshit. And this is why, because I had those same fears. And I thought, no, because we know what we're capable of and we know how to get it done. And we know we can go and get a $10 job. I can sweet talk my way and probably get in a 25, an hour paying job. I can work anywhere. I'm good at people, right? Y'all are good at people, but we know where our efforts need to be and we know what they'll produce. And I think that that's so important for you to put value on what you're doing today, to know that it's going to pay off tomorrow, because we're in a different vehicle and we have got to work out of faith and not out of fear. We've got to talk to people like that. If you're screenshotting to me, how do I answer this question? How are you leading a team? I'm just being honest with you. If you're screenshotting to me somebody that asks, what is it that you do? And you say like, well, how do I answer this? How do you expect to promote and be a leader? And here's why you can't answer that question. It's not because you don't know the answer. It's because you have lost some belief and you are letting fear get in your way. Guys, get the fear and put it up on a shelf. The fear is real. The fear will always be there. The fear will be there once you get to the top. You'll fear, how are you going to keep it? Bottom line is that fear will always be in your life if you allow it and you invite it into your brain. You have got to take it, wrap it up, and put it on the shelf and be like, I see you over there, and guess what? You're not invited. You're not invited into my life, just like you do the devil, because that's all that is. I see you, you're real, you exist, you will always exist. You'll exist today, tomorrow, you'll exist when times are good, you'll exist when times are bad. But you're not welcome. You're not welcome here. And that's what we have to do, girls and guys. We have to put that fear, wrap it up, and get it out of our lives. People want what we have. People want so bad what we have. Like my friend right now, I need to just ask her. She's like, I'm so jealous of all the trips you've been going on. But you know what? I've been fearful of asking her because her sister's high up in Isagenix. Well, guess what? She never has joined Isagenix. Like, why the hell haven't I asked this girl, right? Like, she's giving me the reason. It's screaming at me, right? But I've been fearful. I've been fearful for 2 years to talk to her about this industry. So that's just a perfect example of, I'm not perfect. I let fear creep in, but I vow to you right now, like, fear's gone. Fear is not welcome in my team. And if you text me out of fear, I will tell you, as your friend, as your business partner, as someone who loves you, you let fear in. And guess what? Fear wasn't invited to our team party. And I'll tell you to get rid of it. And I'm going to check you, and I expect you to do the same damn thing for me and for your teams, because that is what this is about. It is about believing in something bigger than ourselves and all linking arms and chasing it. And the more we link arms with more people, the bigger this belief grows, right? This is so different, y'all. This is so different than anything I've been a part of. And we all just have to decide that we're all jumping. It's kind of like, you know, if you want to take a group photo of you all jumping in the water and someone's linked arms and they're scared and they're holding back, it ruins the whole thing. And I'm not telling you you're going to ruin it for me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how much more beautiful is it when we all link arms, we all jump together, and we all do what we know we can do. Each and every one of you I have seen, hold yourself back. Get in your own way. We all do it. I do it. But what I'm asking you is to check yourself, to pump yourself up. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself you're a badass. Leanne, Steph, Tracy, Melissa, Amanda, Laura, Shelby, all of you, Katie, go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am worthy of making $20,000 a month. I am worthy of making $100,000 a month. And guess what? Somebody's worthy of me donating $20,000 a month. Go and look in the mirror and tell yourself that. Speak life into your business. Every single one of you, because we have the vehicle, we have the product, we have the team, but you have to believe that. You have got to take your floaties off and jump in full force. Man, something Dustin said that I wrote down, and this is like, I hate him sometimes because we are like brother and sister, but sometimes he says things and it pisses me off because now I've got to go quote him. But he said, take action in direct opposition of your fear. And by God, like, that is so true. No matter what you're afraid of in life, what is the only way that you can get rid of that fear? There's only one way to get rid of it. And that hit me like a million freaking semi trucks at once, because if you don't know me, I have anxiety like bad. Leanne's seen it too. Like bad anxiety attacks to where they're paralyzing, right? It's because I'm afraid of something. But the only way to overcome that fear is to do something. Like if you're afraid of heights, if you're afraid of snakes, like I'm not telling you to go out and get a pet python, but what I'm saying is, like, there's only one way to overcome those fears. And I'm just challenging you. Like, are you afraid of something? Are you letting something hold you back? If it's posting, if it's putting yourself out there, if it's talking to more people, if it's being more assertive, being bold, whatever it is, go out and do it. Go out and do it. I used to be so afraid to fly that I was either like really wasted or on Xanax. Like, I'm super transparent person. I know this is being recorded too. So I'm not ashamed to say that. Guess what? Not on this trip. And we had 3 legs on the way there. And yeah, okay, I had a few mimosas on those flights. But on the way back, like, we had 2. So I flew 5 times. I was fine. I actually was like a little kid on a roller coaster, you know, that's excited for whenever we'd take off and we'd land. That's how life's supposed to be lived. That's how this business needs to be run. If this business isn't fun, we're not doing something right. We need to regroup, recap, and figure out what's holding your growth back, because there's something that's holding your growth back. Guys, this business is not when I think of some people's perception, I think that they think that this business is like becoming a quarterback for an NFL team. You're either going to be the quarterback or you're never going to be successful, right? That's not true. That is absolutely not true in this industry. This industry works if you work it, because guess what? People that are attracted to Steph, people that are attracted to Leanne, to Shelby, to Vanessa, maybe they're not attracted to me. Maybe they don't connect with me. Maybe they're not a mom. Maybe they're not a girl, whatever it may be. So I don't believe that this industry is for one type of person, only works for one type of person. I believe that this industry works if you work for it. Your team may look different than mine. That's okay, because guess what? I'd never be able to bring in the people you brought in, and vice versa. That's why it's so important to stay positive, to stay motivated, to stay authentic, and to stay in people's face. You have got to put yourself out there. You have got to be bold. No matter what your style is, no matter what your brand is, one of the things that you've got to incorporate is your boldness when it comes to this industry. I've seen some girls post bold post, and I'm like, but you can't even post about the product. But look at you rocking that other post, right? I'm not asking you to become spam. My whole point is be bold. and who you are, and be bold and be proud that you are part of this team and this company, because this is something to be proud of. This is life-changing. This is not survival money. This is not working for peanuts. If you truly invest your time and effort and who you are into this, you can reach any other goal that you have. I always tell girls, my dream is not to be a famous Thrive girl at all. My dream is to give back in a huge way to the special needs community, right? I'm sure all of you stand for something, whether it be premature babies, whether it be sex trafficking, whatever it may be, you stand for something else, right? Your goal is not to grow up and be a famous Thrive girl. That's your vehicle. That is your vehicle. And once you view it as such, your whole business will change. This is your vehicle to whoever you want to be in life. As a mom, as whatever I can never say this word, philanthropy, like whatever that is, this is your vehicle. You just have got to decide that you're going to get in it. You're going to actually start your engine, and then you're actually going to put it in drive, right? And that you're not going to stop because you think you're out of gas, or you think you have to go to the bathroom, or you think you want to take a detour because there's a quicker way. You've got to get in, you've got to be consistent, and you've got to work this business like your hair's on fire. Because y'all, our company's exploding, and if you're not telling somebody about something, somebody else is. I just love you girls so, so much. And guys, I know Brandon's on here. I believe in you more than you could ever know. I will always meet you in the middle. I will always provide you any resources that you need. I can't make you pick them up. I didn't get to 80K by Dustin holding my hand and telling me what to do every day at all. I laced up my shoes and I just went and did the damn thing. You put people on the computer. You talk to people. You are passionate. You love. That's how you promote. That's how you bring home thousands of dollars every week. That's how you do it. That's the only way to get there. There's no other magic way to get there. So one thing that one girl told me is, I need more training. No, you don't. You may need more questions answered, but you don't need more training. I can't train you how to have a big heart. I can't train you how to brand yourself with what you love. Brittany Blair loves her dog. I hate my dogs. I will never post about my dogs, okay? And you can get mad at me if you want to. I don't care. I hate my dogs. Leanne knows. I'm sorry. I just hate them, because ever since I had my daughters, they mark everywhere. And I hate them, but I can never take them to the pound because I don't want to be responsible for them getting put down. I can't stand them. But that's not my brand. I'm not a dog person. I may love all over your dog. I don't like my dogs, and I'm not going to be posting about him. But Brittany posts about her dog all the time. Ansley posts about her dog. Your brand is who you are. I cannot teach you who you are. All I can do is tell you to scream it to the world. And once you live so freely that you don't give an F about, sorry, Leanne, I cleaned it up a little bit for you. You don't give a flip about what other people think. That's when everything in your life gets right. Everything. And it's not because you don't care about people. It's that you don't care. I don't care if people know that my anxiety attacks are paralyzing. There was a time I lost my job because of that. Okay. There was a time where I didn't post on social media if I had on a sleeveless shirt. That's no way to live. So I'm just asking you to really think about who you are, what defines you, and are you willing to live out loud? Are you willing to live life so big and give people a peek inside of what makes you different? And then guess what? Sprinkle some Thrive on it, because that's why I've lost weight. That's why I'm able to go live out loud. That's why my confidence is growing. That's why my friendships are growing. That's how I'm able to travel the world. So just really put your head down, get to work. Let me know what you need help with that you can't figure out on your own. Why? Because there are 700 and something of y'all on my team. And I love every one of you. And I want 700 and something 200Kers. But guess what? None of us will ever go 200K if you're asking me if a post looks good. If you're brand new, work with your sponsor, work with your co-sponsor, figure that out. That's where that layered leadership comes in, but that's also where that confidence comes in. Do you know how many times Nikki Wheeling, I don't know if I said her last name right, Welling, has to message me, and I am not mad about it. I love that girl more than anything, and it's like, dude, you got a typo. Dude, you put this word 4 times. Like, okay, like we have a tribe that will take care of each other. But if I sat there and second guessed every post, they'd never go up. But I know Nikki always has my back. That's what I'm talking about, because I can't spell. My grammar's horrible. I mean, you may not know that I have 2 master's degrees. I can't spell to save my life. I thought hello had a W at the end until I was 17 years old. I suck at that kind of stuff. That will never hold me back from being successful. We have a tribe of people that will catch you when you fall, that will pull you up. But if you're not doing, hey Adam, but if you're not doing coach, knock it off. But if you're not going out and facing your fears, then we can't help you. I can't help you post. I can't help you put yourself out of your comfort zone, but I can help you once you make a mistake. I can help you. I don't want to say critique you, because I'll never message you and be like, hey, I think this post would sound better like this. I can help you refine who you are and how to, there's your dog, Vanessa. See, I'm just not a dog person. You just kiss that dog. But I want you to really just live out loud. Be proud of who you are. Be proud to be a part of this team, because we have something special. And know that the speed that you see around us, we started that momentum on this team. And we may not have had it at the speed it needed to be at last month, but we've got that momentum. We brought that into this team, period, hands down. We went 80K so fast. There is no reason why we can't pick it back up and run. And I am here to tell you, I'm here to do it with you. I am all in. My daycare is closed. I don't care if it wasn't. I am all in. I will not stop every single day. My goal is to put someone in the computer every single day. There's no reason why you can't if you're talking to enough people. I'm not going to judge you and be like, what the hell are you doing? You haven't signed 62 people. But I'll tell you, if you think you can't sign 62 people, it's because you're afraid, not because you can't. Okay? So I love you. Let's do it. Like, let's go out and let's do the damn thing. That's all there is to do, is go out and to talk to people. People want to lose weight. People want to change their lives. Vanessa told me, I just want to get famous. And I was like, this is your platform for whatever you want in life, whether it's to be a model, whether it's to be a motivational speaker, whether, I don't care what it is, to be a rescue person with animals. This is your platform. You got thousands of people that are watching you with Thrive. Okay, that's one little piece of who you are. Go out, capitalize, take advantage on changing the world through this vehicle. A lot of people that are out there that have goals and dreams, they don't even know where to start. They don't know what social media and network marketing is. We're blessed. We're blessed to be in an industry where we have an audience at our fingertips. Go out and utilize it for the better of this world and watch everything change. I love y'all. I'm going to get to work. I have a couple more Zooms to jump on, and let's go out and do the damn thing. I will post this link to this Zoom once I convert it, and I can't wait to see some of you in a few weeks. Love you. Bye.